Hieroglyphic and Emoji. Do you know what is hieroglyphic? It is also translated to sacred carvings, which is a written language that originated in Egypt around 5,000 years ago, being the second oldest written language after cuneiform. It can be broken down into 3 glyphs. An additional thing is there are no vowels. The first is phonetic glyphs. It represents single consonant characters. The next is logographs, which represents words. And the last is determinative. It also called ideograms. It is signs that appear at the end of a word, which can narrow down the meaning of a phonetic or a logographic word. People combine these 3 things to form a new word. The next is the history of hieroglyphics. In fact, there is no definite history of where hieroglyphics come from. Traditionally, it was believed that hieroglyphs were invented by the Egyptian god, Thoth, and were passed down to a select few Egyptians, much to the Egyptian god Ra's disapproval. Thoth is a god of many things, including wisdom, math, the moon, and more importantly, writing. Scientifically speaking, it is said that hieroglyphics were discovered on rock pictures written by prehistoric hunters, who reside in the desert near the Nile River. Some of the hieroglyphics can be also found at pottery vessels around 3200 BC, with over 700 different hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics became more irrelevant as Rome took over Egypt, and a new written form of Egyptian was formed, known as Coptic. Coptic consists of 30 signs, with most of them being Greek, and they usually represent one sound. From now, we are going to discuss about emoji. The letter E stands for the word picture. Mo means to write, and G means character. Emojis first come from smiley, which progressed into emoticons, and later become an emoji. The smiley first came in the 1960s as the first symbol of expression, which is a yellow face with 2 dots of eyes and a smile. And the very first emojis were created by Japanese designer Shigetaka Kurita in 1999. Emoji is a small image or graphic symbol, or icon, used to represent not only facial expressions, concepts, and feelings but also plants, gestures, and objects as well. People commonly use them in social media via messaging and communicating with other people. Over the years, since the late 90s, emojis have appeared starting on the iMode mobile internet platform. In Japan, continued to evolve and expand till nowadays on Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, and other social platforms. And here is a precaution when using emojis. Even with the same emoji, each of the countries have different interpretation. For example, waving hand emoji means hello or goodbye to Westerners. But in China it has a stronger meaning. It's often used to break up relationships. Therefore, it's important to know what the emoji means in the country. Lots of people think emojis and hieroglyphs are similar. Despite popular beliefs and comparisons, there is not much in common. The most notable similarity is that both emojis and hieroglyphics are entirely graphic, relying on art to convey meanings. Additionally, some emojis do share similar designs with hieroglyphics. And here is the difference between emoji and hieroglyphs. The biggest difference is emojis convey tones, but hieroglyphs convey letters and words. In hieroglyphics, all letters are to be replaced with hieroglyphs. But if people use emojis to replace each letter, and are typically used at the beginning or the end of the message followed by English words, this will cause confusion. And emojis make people easier to understand. But hieroglyphics are difficult. Only 3% of the Egyptian population could understand it. So far, we were discuss about emojis and hieroglyphics. We hope this video help you to more understand about them. Thank you for watching this video.